Hello my friends, that's me, Robbie from accentandentry.com, which is a blog where you can source all sorts of information related to accent, learning and pronunciation improvement. And I'm a foreigner myself, I'm a Latvian by nationality, and I've been living in an English-speaking country for more than a decade now. And I aspire to become like a native English speaker in terms of my ability to speak with an American accent, and I'm also learning my British accent, which is a little bit neglected by now because I've been learning all these American phrases for the last couple of weeks or so. But anyway, in this particular video we're going to look at the phrase to go out in a blaze of glory. And here's what it means. If somebody goes out in a blaze of glory, then that person dies. But they don't just die, you know. They die in a death that it can be glorified, you know. They choose to make their last stand against an enemy force, you know, literally or figuratively. If you read English fiction, the likes of the Gone series, and this is the last book in the series called Life. I actually finished it yesterday, right? And in fiction, obviously, when somebody goes out in a blaze of glory, they would be probably choosing to fight a much larger enemy force. Say, for instance, Sparta. You know, Spartans in the film 300. That's how it was called, if I'm not mistaken. They chose to go out in a blaze of glory instead of being beaten and annihilated. They got annihilated anyway, but they went out in a blaze of glory. They never gave up. And that's how I understand this phrase, and that's what it's all about, you know. Even in modern days, when somebody goes out in a blaze of glory, it means that person, say for instance a cancer patient, you know. There are two ways you can meet the end of yours, you know. You can meet your creator, which is figurative speech for dying. You can be beat, you know, morally broken, lie on a bed and just basically wait for the moment of your death to take place. Or you can just get out there and enjoy the last minutes, the last days of your life, and choose to make a stand, you know, choose to make a statement for everybody, but above everyone, yourself, that you won't be beaten, you know, and you're choosing to go out in a blaze of glory. And I hope that when I'm personally in a position to die, you know, that I will be presented with the option to choose whether I can die on my terms, right? Or I'll be forced to die whatever death it's going to be, an accident or whatever. But if it's my terms, right, I will choose to go out in a blaze of glory. Not that I'm trying to say that I would welcome my death. Not at all, my friends. I'm just saying that in so many ways a person's life is determined by the way they die. And it's a fact. Not the exact way they die, but how they face their end, you know. It's a culmination of their entire life, I would imagine. And God willing, we all have long and adventurous and happy lives, and we all live to see our grandchildren and probably great-grandchildren running around our feet when we're sitting in a rickety old chair somewhere in the corner, you know. And our closest family are around us, and I would actually love to see my old days, my old age in that setting. But when we go out in a blaze of glory, it's a culmination of everything that's happened in our lives so far, is it not? I would imagine so. But I will only know it for a fact when I'm actually faced with that reality, when I have to go out in a blaze of glory, or succumb to some terrible disease or cancer or whatever. But even then you have the option of going out in a blaze of glory, because it's all about your personal attitude, the way you choose to make a statement, you know. And this is a very Very serious topic, my friends, but that's what the phrase is all about, to go out in a blaze of glory. In this particular book, one of the main characters did go out in a blaze of glory, and he died a terrible death, but he saved everybody else, And if you want to know what I'm talking about now, my friends, you may as well just get hold of all these books, they're all stacked up there on my bookshelf. All the Gun series books, and they're brilliant, and I'm not exaggerating. They are one of the best books I've ever read in my life. And yeah, that's about it, my friends. Going out in a blaze of glory means to make your last stand, whether it's real or figurative speech. And in real terms, that would be when you're putting up a real fight against an enemy force, and then you are being killed, obviously. But in figurative speech, to go out in a blaze of glory means that the person basically doesn't give up. You never give up till your very last breath, you still don't give up. You'll laugh in the face of death, And that's what going out in a blaze of glory means. At least that's the way I understand it, my friends. And from now on, whenever you hear a similar situation described somewhere, whenever somebody tells you that was a real man, I knew him in his life, and he always had his high moral values, he was always having his moral high ground, and he lived the way he preached, and he never did any harm to any child, to a woman, and he was a very just and righteous man, and then you can say, I'm pretty sure that he went out in a blaze of glory, that he didn't just succumb to some disease or some unfortunate circumstances of life, but that he actually spit in the eye of the death, so to speak. And this is another expression I must have picked up somewhere in one of the countless books I've read previously, all the books are on my bookshelf. But anyway, that's the phrase, to go out in a blaze of glory, and thanks for watching, my friends, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.